Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video we're going to take a look at K-2SO, this time from the Andor series, and his VC340, so let's check it out. Alright, first off let's take a look at the card, and if you saw my unboxing video of this wave of figures you will know that this card is absolutely smacked up. I really like that image though. It's a classic K-2SO image, and you can see the figure in the card bubbles smashed on the back, VC340. And just wanted to compare the card with a VC170, so exactly half the number, and a similar-ish image. They've used a different green for the name pill in the background though, which I find quite interesting, and of course completely different style on the back of the card. Alright, there is K-2SO out of his packaging, and here is his singular accessory. It's a blaster pistol, and I believe this is the SE-14R blaster, pretty ubiquitous throughout the Imperial Army. You get them with like TIE fighter pilots and stuff like that. Anyway, let's have a look at the figure itself. And the paint is good, and what we're going to do later is compare it to the VC170 figure. I think the paint looks really nice. Have a look at the articulation. So it's got a nice range of movement. The head, so you can do different expressions. Pretty sure. So the shoulder, I'm getting it to go round and round, but not pop out. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to. It's a droid with elbows. The elbows are like 90 degrees. And he has a wrist swivel, and it has a bit of a hinge. Oh, it has quite a significant hinge actually. That's pretty cool. And then he's got this torso movement, which is actually pretty good. It's like on a ball socket. He's got older style hips, but they're quite different because he's a droid. It's on, you can see the joint there is on sort of like a 45-degree angle to begin with, so you do get a good range of movement. The hips for a droid, 90 degrees at the knees, and he's got ankle articulation, and he's sort of got a pivot. I don't want to push it too hard, it's a bit, yeah, so older style, but for a droid, pretty awesome, and he looks fantastic. Have a look at that paint detail. Very nice. Yeah, so just going back in again to that shoulder joint, and I can't get any sort of outward movement on that at all. It's more like a swivel than anything else. It looks like it's on a ball, but it definitely is not. Alright, and there he is on the right, VC340, and on the left we've got VC370 again. Half the number, and having a look at the paint apps. They're very, very similar. It's just that the silver is slightly different, although if you tilt it in the light it gets a bit shiny. Have a look at the eyes. I was worried that the eyes wouldn't be painted, but there's a nice silvery paint on there. And I don't think any paint apps have been missed, which is a welcome change to the vintage collection, because we have been getting a lot of missed paint apps. But this looks to be pretty much identical. The only difference being, you know, the time and, you know, possibly the paint changing in the factories, but that is pretty good actually. And lastly, I just wanted to bring in the 5POA K-2SO and compare it to this new one. And the new one is clearly superior in every way, articulation, everything like that, but even the paint apps, little paint chips and stuff like that, which are missing on the other one. And because he has more joints, have a look at the wrist there. There's a great big joint there on the Vintage Collection one versus the 5POA one, because there's no articulation. They use a much thinner joint, so yeah. Definitely enjoying having a new K-2SO. Anyway, there he is, a bunch of K-2SO droids hanging out, and yeah, shame this card's so ruined. I basically just wanted that on the card back because I knew it was just a repaint, or repack rather, and didn't really need it, but anyway, it's nice to have it. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.